unbeaten in his 3 hurdle starts as the last 2 move in. And away they go. The red man began well, bouncing rhythm a little slow. Vautinsk immediately dropped to the tail. Wild Trista, one of the first to go out, and he leads over the first from Jake's Kingdom, who's improving in the lime colours out wide. Extra Jovial is right with the leading horses in 3rd place, and then the red man dropping back 4th, bouncing rhythm going forward. Then Cockade lobbing along about 5th or 6th, followed by Vautinsk. Second last is Montana Magic, and dropping out last is Tarbob. Jake's Kingdom, oh gee, they're walking into the back the first time, and he's pulled his way to the front under Adrian Garraway, and Jake's Kingdom's going to come to the hurdle down the back, leading about a length and a half to Extra Jovial, and neck away to Wild Trista. The red man getting up on the inside of him. One further back is Vautinsk, bouncing rhythm. Cocade's out about 4 wide here. He might ease back and get a little bit of cover because there's a fairly strong headwind they're about to race into down the side here. Then Montana Magic and Tar Bob, as is his wont, has dropped out to be last of all. Now, Vautinsk in the all-white has gone to the lead coming down the side, and the first of a double looming in his sights. Over it he goes in front. Vautinsk, the leader. Extra Jovial has moved up on the outside, and I don't know if he can hold on to Jake's Kingdom. He's pulling that hard third on the inside when they leap this. They're going to put a bit more pace on now as Extra Jovial goes to the front. Settling 4th, about 4 lengths behind these is the red man. 2 lengths to Wild Trista. 3 lengths Montana Magic inside Cockade. About 4 lengths to Bouncing Rhythm, and 2 lengths last of all is Tar Bob. They'll swing wide here because the hurdle is situated near the outside rail. And the leader now is Extra Jovial, about 2 lengths in front. Vautinsk in the all-white. The red man moving up to 4th with a turquoise and black cap as they jump that one. In behind those horses is Jake's Pride, or Jake's Kingdom. He's got him under a little bit of tight rein now, and he's settled a bit better. On his outside is Wild Trista. 2 lengths to Montana Magic, followed by Cockade. Then Tar Bob, who's second to last, and Bouncing Rhythm now last of all. And they've nearly done a circuit by the 1600. Back down to the lane they go. And the leader is Extra Jovial now for Nick Harnett, leading by 2 lengths. The red man, Vautinsk in the all-white. 3 lengths, Jake's Kingdom has run very wide and taken Wild Trista with him as they go to the first. Oh, Extra Jovial not jumping it well. Next is Cockade Montana Magic. 4 lengths back to Tar Bob. He'll need to get a wriggle on. He's spotting them a big start, and Bouncing Rhythm is last. The pace has really increased down the side. And at that turn near the 1200 metres, the leader Extra Jovial, about a length and a half to the red man, who hasn't spent a cent over on the inside. Jake's Kingdom moving up on the outside, and Wild Trista is out 3 wide. Montana Magic is next. 1 further back to Vautinsk, who lost his place when they sprinted over that one. 2 lengths Cockade, more than 2 lengths to Tar Bob, and a half a dozen lengths, or maybe a bit more than that, to Bouncing Rhythm, who's out of the picture and last of all. Now there's 3 to jump, 800 metres to go. The race really on. Jake's Kingdom in the lime goes up. Montana Magic tackles at the outside. Extra Jovial on the fence, followed by the red man and Wild Trista. Over the third last. They're followed by Tar Bob. He's picked up some ground. There he goes through on the inside in the red colours. He's coming after the leaders. He's made up a lot of ground quickly. Jake's Kingdom not jumping the last very well. Montana Magic is wide, and Tar Bob is only a length away. He's running into the race well. Then the red man, and they look to be the only 4. They've got right away on Extra Jovial. Cockade's not going well at all. Montana Magic on the outside, and Jake's Kingdom lead. Tar Bob and the red man into the straight. 1 to jump, and it's Montana Magic 3 wide. Tar Bob goes for the split. Here he comes in the red with the white cap now at the last. Tar Bob at it. Oh, hasn't jumped it well, but he's got momentum. Well clear now, and a good battle behind him for the minors. And Michael Patton's easing Tar Bob on the line to win it well. Tar Bob first. Now the minors give it to the red man on the outside for second. Not sure about third. Montana Magic and Jake's Kingdom. They were well clear of Bouncing Rhythm. Next then was Vautinsk, Wild Trista. Extra Jovial was last. And Cockade has taken a very heavy fall at the last. He's down on the track. Ricky Maunders holding his head down. And he's taken a very, very bad crash.
Okay, Tar Bob, $221.20, and a very nice performance of the hurdle there. He just absolutely obliterated them, really, in the run of the line for Michael Patton. There he is, just sitting up on that horse there in the red and white sash. Now, at Kembla Grange, shortly a start, race number 3. Number 1 here is Angry Jat, showing at $23.
They're off. And the New Zealand mare Greta Hall missed the start by more than a length, but actually the first to break the line was the favourite Moonee, and she leads a length on Bellotto Bill, settling down. Third is Orleans, then Avian Way, wider out Singing Switch, then the Victorian Visitor, Listen to Effendi, a couple of lengths, then further back Go Errol, followed by Emerald Green, Colour the Wind. Greta Hall has passed one, and that is Tiscatorial. On the side approaching the 600, and Moonee joined in front by Bellotto Bill, wider out is Singing Switch, and then Orleans tucked away from Avian Way and Listen to Effendi. Over on the inside next is Go Errol as they come to the corner, followed by Emerald Green. Greta Hall, Colour the Wind is second last, and Tiscatorial's last. Homeward bound, 400 to run. Moonee on the inside, just the leader from Bellotto Bill. Orleans is into the clear, and Go Errol with a mile of room on the inside. On the outside, Avian Way, and the deepest is Greta Hall putting in a run, and by golly, she's coming quickly. Go Errol the inside, Orleans and Greta Hall on the outside. Orleans, Go Errol and Greta Hall. Greta Hall is coming home, great guns, and Greta Hall gets up to win. What a superb performance after bluing the start. Greta Hall beat Orleans and Go Errol, then Emerald Green, Avian Way. Moonee dropped right out with Bellotto Bill. Listen to Effendi, Singing Switch, Colour the Wind, and Tiscatorial Absolute. What a superb performance after a slow start by the New Zealand mare, having her first Australian run. Number 9, Greta Hall, ridden by Shane Dye. Number 9, Greta Hall on the New South Wales tote, has paid $6.10 and $2. Orleans has run second. Number 3, it's returned $1.60. And third going to Go Errol, number 2, and the tote is $2.20. Greta Hall from the Paul O'Sullivan stable is owned by the Windsor Park Stud Limited Syndicate. It is by Karpstad from Love and Vein. And Greta Hall is a sister to a very, very good horse, Golden Sword, who unfortunately broke down very badly back in 1995 in a Chipping Norton Stakes at Warwick Farm, and as a result of that bad injury had to be put down on track. So number 9, the winner here, Greta Hall. Second going to number 3, Orleans, a spectacular spy gilding, grey in colour, a 4-year-old, out of Lively Tune, Brian Guy, Corey Brown, and Go Errol, a 4-year-old brown gilding, Kingston, Seattle, Celebrity Lover, Frank Cleary, Brian York.
Happy Family, a little bit fractious in the gate. Racing, but Artsy bounced quickly down on the inside, away quickly with it also as Ken Sign. Limerick County couldn't go early. Pushing forward, Tour de Monde is going to head them off early now, and Irish Squire coming over. Just inside it, going down to that first turn now is Miu. Around that first bend, Tour de Monde led from Irish Squire and Miu. Further back, Cyber Vein, followed by Ken Sign running 5th. 6th is Benazzi off the fence, 2 for the back, Carmenesque. Outside at Macassar Symphony, 1.5, Happy Family in Limerick County. Down the back, and the leader here at the 1,000-metre mark and getting out a length and a half in front of Tour de Monde from Irish Squire. Miu quickly went up 3rd. 4th, the outside Cyber Vein. 5th is Ken Sign, and 6th, the outside Benazzi. 2 lengths, Carmenesque, a half Macassar Symphony, and the last 2, Limerick County inside, a Happy Family. At the turn at the 800-metre mark, and Tour de Monde, 1.5, Irish Squire, a length, then Cyber Vein, 3 out. Miu 4th on the inside and getting a nice run into the race now. Benazzi for Hall goes up 5th. They're followed by Ken Sign, Niggle that, followed by Carmenesque, Macassar Symphony around it from Happy Family and Limerick County last of all. 5.50 out, Tour de Monde from Irish Squire, Cyber Vein. This is bolted up behind them, Benazzi. If he's going to win today's his day. He's gone up 4th. A length and a half further back, then came Macassar Symphony from Carmenesque, and then Miu on the turn. Cyber Vein took the lead from Irish Squire. Hall hasn't called on Benazzi yet. He's about to ease to the outside of the pacifiers. Here it comes now, Benazzi down. It races to Cyber Vein at the 150. They got close, but it's over. Benazzi raced clear from Cyber Vein and Carmenesque, and Benazzi opens up and wins 2 lengths in the run home. Pretty easy work for it today. Second, Cyber Vein. 3 away, third, Carmenesque. Then Miu, Macassar Symphony, Happy Family, Irish Squire, or Tour de Monde, Wellback, Limerick County, and Ken Sign.
Winner 1, Benazzi, 190, 104. 3, Cyber Vein, 220, 2, Carmenesque, $1.60.
Benazzi, number 1. Number 1, Benazzi. 3 second, Cyber Vein. And 2 third, Carmenesque, 132. 132 here at Moonee Valley.
Well, in the third, Raver opens at 4.
And past the post on Super Tab, number 1, Benazzi, 190, 120. 3, Cyber Vein, 230, 2, Carmenesque, $1.70.
Off this time. It was a very good start. Slider near the inside, and the Grey Dawn Raider the smartest out. The New Zealander jumped well, Sir Hummer. Prince Miasma caught out pretty deep, and then Masterful Lad. Alade is improving ground now, followed well back by Touristic, and the last couple are Noble Tenor in company there with Yellow Roy. Around the first corner they travel, 1,500 to go, and Dawn Raider, the outsider, goes to the lead from Alade. Slider third and Sir Hummer fourth, and 2 lengths Prince Miasma. Similar margin to Masterful Lad, Noble Tenor on the inside of Touristic, and a length and 3/4 Yellow Roy. Down the back of the course, about 12 lengths would cover the field, where Dawn Raider goes to the 1,200 and leads a half length on Alade. 2 lengths to Slider inside of the New Zealander Sir Hummer, who's being tracked by Touristic, who's got Prince Miasma on her inside. A couple of lengths further back in the field as they race a Masterful Lad just ahead of Touristic, who's tracking Masterful Lad. Noble Tenor's racing inside of Touristic, and last of all is Yellow Roy. They go out of the back straight now and head along towards the 800 marker. No great change in the order, and they're almost in pairs with Dawn Raider. A half length on Alade, 2.5 lengths to Slider inside of Sir Hummer, who's been given every conceivable chance. Yellow Roy's taking off now from Touristic, likewise endeavouring to follow Yellow Roy. Masterful Lad's gone back to third last from Noble Tenor's last of all as they jam up coming to the corner of the 500. Dawn Raider making play, a half length on Alade, a length to Yellow Roy, who's wide. Sir Hummer's in the centre. Slider getting off the fence now from Prince Miasma, and Touristic and Masterful Lad having a bit of a brush back near the tail of the field as they come to the 200. And Dawn Raider still the leader. Sir Hummer second, Alade third, and then Slider, followed by Yellow Roy, Touristic and Masterful Lad at the head of the others. Dawn Raider in front now. Sir Hummer is unwinding with Touristic. Oh, Dawn Raider's run off the track, taken Sir Hummer with it. Sir Hummer put its nose in front, would have got it on protest otherwise, and Sir Hummer beat Dawn Raider. Photo between Yellow Roy and Prince Miasma for third, and then Slider, followed home by Touristic, a break of 2 or 3 lengths Noble Tenor, and Masterful Lad and Alade the joint tail enders. Oh, it really did a dipsy-doodle Dawn Raider. So there's no doubt Sir Hummer has been able to score, but had it not, and been beaten half length or under, there's no doubt it would have got the race, because certainly was inconvenienced by the erratic Dawn Raider over the concluding stages. But no probs if you're on Sir Hummer. Number 1, it's got the prize, so...
Come over and put the green light on.
Further news from Moonee Valley. There it is now. I can tell you the favourite at Kembler's number 2, off now at the Valley.
And on their way they go with Royal Time away quickly. Rover dropping in behind them in the early part. Lord Ashley was away quickly, and Golden Condor is hunting up on the outside. Pinterry Boy, Jamestown not far away from the pace. Rover's got 4 behind him at the post now with a lap to go, and Royal Time on the inside, the leader. Golden Condor moving up to second. Pinterry Boy a length and a half away third, and they're followed by Italian Affair on the inside of Jamestown at the 1600. 2 lengths behind them, Lord Ashley racing outside Mr. Performer, a couple of lengths to Sports Circuit. About 3 lengths further back is Rover. They'll be happy back in the field with this pace that's on here. Back behind them is Super Express, followed by on the rails is Trumpeted towards the end. Stop the Nation and Nasserif on the fence last of all. Royal Time takes the field up to the 1200 mark, led by 3/4 to Gold Condor second. Mr. Performer's off. He's off around the outside to third now, followed by Pinterry Boy, a length and a half to Jamestown, 1 Italian Affair, 2 to Lord Ashley, 2 to Sports Circuit, a neck to Rover, 2 to Super Express, and then Trumpeted, 1.5 to Stop the Nation on the outside of Nasserif. Golden Condor had moved up now, 1,000 metres to go, and took about a neck advantage from Royal Time, who still has the rail. 3 lengths back, Mr. Performer, 2 lengths to Pinterry Boy, a length and a half to Jamestown, Italian Affair, 2 lengths further back, Lord Ashley, Sports Circuit, 2 to Rover at the turn at the 800, followed by Trumpeted, Super Express, 3 to Nasserif, and Stop the Nation last of all. Down the side, and the leader is Golden Condor at the 600. The first to go up to him is Pinterry Boy. Now round the outside comes Jamestown into the clear, and he's running on pretty strongly into third. Mr. Performance next. There goes Rover. Here he comes in the blue colours around the outside. He's got to fourth. He's claiming them pretty well. At the turn, Pinterry Boy, Jamestown with running on now Rover. He's within half a length of the leaders coming around the turn. Running on nicely, Trumpeted out wide in the gold cap. Jamestown led. Rover's under the whip. Jamestown about a half to Rover. Pinterry Boy, and then Trumpeted. It's Rover racing after Jamestown. Jamestown just the leader. Rover now hands and heels, puts his nose in front, and Rover, too good, beat Jamestown 3/4. Trumpeted got up for third. He's just about ready. In behind them, Lord Ashley, Pinterry Boy, Italian Affair, Sports Circuit, Nasserif, Golden Condor. Long break to Royal Time. He's finished well back after setting the pace. Mr. Performer next, Stop the Nation, and Super Express last of all. Number 1, 3 number 1s in a row at Moonee Valley. Rover, ridden by Matthew Gatt. He's one of the shining lights in the apprentice ranks in Melbourne, this young kid. Second is Jamestown, and third is Trumpeted. Numbers official are 1, 2 and 17. Well, he's had some problems, this horse, as was documented before the race, no doubt. I think he cracked a cannon bone at one stage of his career, so it's a tribute to the patience of Colin Alderson and all the team down there, Cindy and Stephen, to have got this horse back to winning form. And a good win it was. Matthew Gatt had him under the whip coming to the home turn. He put the whip away in the last 100, and the horse responded better under hands and heels and claimed Jamestown. Young McAvoy's ridden it well too, and third to Trumpeted. His was a nice run. He's been off the scene for a long, long time, more than 12 months out of the paddock, and that was his 5th run back. He showed a sign there he's just about ready to win a race. But honours to Rover.
They're racing. And a good level dispatch it was, and the first to leave, Super Slew. Second is Bozeman, and Green Mailer going up wider to third, followed by Sultan City, a length and a half to Juggler. Caught 3 deep at the moment as Astro Boy and Lucky Bear poke up inside him, about 4 lengths to Jack and Archie, and 3 to Ebony Grove. Racing along to the first corner near the 1600, and Green Mailer runs to the lead, about a length on Bozeman inside of Super Slew. A length to Juggler, he can't get any, still 3 and 4 wide from Sultan City. On the inside is Lucky Bear, then Astro Boy, 2 lengths to Jack and Archie, and 2.5 lengths to Ebony Grove. Past the 1400 going down the back, and Green Mailer making play. 3/4 of a length on Super Slew, a length to Bozeman, 1.5 to Sultan City, a length to Lucky Bear. By G, Juggler's doing it tough. He's still right out off the track from Astro Boy. 3 lengths to Jack and Archie, and 4 lengths to Ebony Grove. A dozen off the lead held by Green Mailer. Along the back of the course they travel in the T.J. Smith Kingston Town Stakes, and the leader Green Mailer passes the 1,000 a length clear on Super Slew. Bozeman in third, posse from Sultan City, and then Lucky Bear. Juggler is still very wide out. Astro Boy 1 off the rails. 2 Jack and Archie, and nearly 3 lengths to Ebony Grove. No change in the order coming down the side. 700 left to gallop, and Green Mailer, one of the rank outsiders, leads the way. Super Slew is second, a length away. Third is Sultan City. Bozeman the inside from Lucky Bear. Juggler's been 3 and 4 wide from the word go from Astro Boy, Jack and Archie, and still 3 to Ebony Grove, about 10 lengths off the lead as they turn, and with 450 ahead of them. Green Mailer first around the bend, only just from Super Slew. Bozeman third from Lucky Bear. Sultan City on the extreme outside from Astro Boy, and then comes Juggler as they come to the 200, and Super Slew at any old price race to Green Mailer. Lucky Bear in third spot, and here's Ebony Grove unwinding. Juggler is next on the inside. Green Mailer, Super Slew, and here's Ebony Grove starting to fly. Green Mailer on the inside, too good. Green Mailer has beaten Ebony Grove, and Super Slew from Bozeman, Lucky Bear, Juggler. Oh boy, no luck today, Juggler from Astro Boy, and then came Jack and Archie at Absolute in the field, Sultan City. Well, what price is it? 77 to 1 on the New South Wales tote. Going straight to the lead, and they couldn't catch him. Green Mailer, ridden by Corey Brown, has scored in the T.J. Smith Kingston Town Stakes. $78.90 on the New South Wales win tote, and $10.80 for the place. Number 2, Ebony Grove. Oh, what a run by Ebony Grove today. Second up from a spell, and on a favourable footing this afternoon. He's obviously come back in fantastic fashion. $1.80. Number 3, third, Super Slew, didn't he run a race? And he's paid $2.70.
On Super Tab, number 9, Green Mailer, $79.50 and 11 even. 2 Ebony Grove, $1.60. 3 Super Slew, $2.70.
Thompson, Paul, training a big string for Mr. Thompson, who's a Queenstown businessman. The winner of 4-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Starway from Lady Stacy, and ridden by Corey Brown, beating Ebony Grove, a brown horse 5 by Grosvenor from Dusky, Rosa, Graham Rogers and Shane Dye. And the third horse, number 3, Super Slew, a 6-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Air de France, Tobermory Rose, Fred Thomas from Doomben, Christian Reith rode it. A good finish, a long head, a short head, a long head, a short head. They've gone 2:04, and the sectional was 34.34. And Juggler, absolutely no luck, wide all the way. Gee, I don't think I've seen a horse cover so much additional ground as Juggler did. No fault of Larry Cassidy's. They just kept him there. He couldn't get up and over. He couldn't really get back. That would have been suicidal. And Green Mailer went to the lead, and you've got the rest. Green Mailer winning race 3, the T.J. Smith Kingston Town Stakes. My good pal Harry Lawton. Happy birthday, matey. 7.
Racing. Came out in a fair line too, a little bit slow into stride, might have been Tarot Star and Happy Paint, one of the first away. Hand pass out quickly, and from the outside, Cooktown away, running is working forward. Then Marstic further back, Jumalik settles up 5th now from Tough Sword. Further back, Samantha Strike, Special Edition, Lord of the Pines. Sedation, Tarot Star's got 3 behind it. They are Dangerous Reef with Electrifying and Lawrence around that turn. Cooktown from the outside, led now from Hand Pass. Jumalik went up, but he's out 3 deep and 4 wide as Marstic. They're followed further back in the race now by Happy Paint. These leaders have gone a bit quick, and on the outside, Marstic in front now, a half in front of Jumalik on the inside. Hand Pass. 2 further back, Sedation running on around Tough Sword. Tarot Star winding up from Happy Paint. Further back, Special Edition, Lord of the Pines, Samantha Strike and Electrifying. Up to the bend, Marstic on the outside's worked. Jumalik got up on the inside of it now from Sedation and Tarot Star when they turn for home, Marstic. And on the inside, Jumalik, Sedation and Tarot Star. Tarot Star coming at them hard, reaches the front from Sedation, then Marstic at Sedation fighting back with Tarot Star. Sedation again ahead in front of Tarot Star. Sedation finds plenty, gets home. A neck Tarot Star, 3 away, 3rd Marstic, then Electrifying from Lord of the Pines and Jumalik. A gap Special Edition, Dangerous Reef, Lawrence. Then Happy Paint, well back, Tough Sword, followed by Cooktown, Samantha Strike and Hand Pass last of all.
Winner number 3, Sedation, 13.10, 3.60, 6 Tarot Star at $1.80, 3rd 9 Marstic at 4.10.
Number 3 punched into the frame here. 3 Sedation, ridden by Greg Charles, beats number 6 Tarot Star, Damien Oliver, which was slow off the mark. And 9 is 3rd Marstic, Rod Griffiths, 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6 and 9 to race number 4 today. Okay, it's...
All right, race 5 to read.
Past the post on the Super.
They're off in the Gloaming Stakes. And a very good start by Room for a Slew, and Franklin Rivers and Maestro Maker, the 2 smartest away. Huge Jetters making a beeline for the lead. Kingwin not far back, and likewise Lawyer, Typhoon, Mr. Bow. Then Conair and Odysseus out very wide, followed by Arena. A break of a length, the Wear Affair, and on the inside is Prophet's Kiss from Strange and Room for a Slew. The leader, Maestro Maker, going to the back of the course, about 3/4 Huge Jet. Odysseus wider in the 3rd spot, and then Kingwin. Franklin Rivers over on the rail from Typhoon, Conair. Then Mr. Bow on the outside of Lawyer, 2 lengths to Air Affair around Arena. A length and a half into Prophet's Kiss, 2.5 to Room for a Slew, and nearly 2 lengths to Strange. Along the back, 1100 left to go on the Gloaming, and Maestro Maker the leader, 3/4 Huge Jet, and Odysseus on a limb in the 3rd posse. Kingwin is travelling 4th, and Franklin Rivers with a nice run over on the rails to Typhoon. A little more than a length to Conair around Mr. Bow and Lawyer. Then a break to Air Affair. Arena has 3 behind him, and their Prophet's Kiss, Room for a Slew and Strange. Down the side they run inside the 800 marker. Still no change in the order. Maestro Maker in charge narrowly though from Huge Jet. A length and a half Odysseus, 2 lengths further back Franklin Rivers on the inside of Kingwin. A break of a length into Typhoon, followed closely by Lawyer. Arena threading his way through the field. Mr. Bow's dropped off, and then Air Affair. Conair's gone, followed by Prophet's Kiss, Strange and Room for a Slew. They're homeward bound, 400 to go. Maestro Maker just in front of Huge Jet and Odysseus. A length and a half to Franklin Rivers into the open. He's coming, and so too at the same time Arena. Lawyer's getting a lovely split, and then Typhoon down to the 200. Arena hits the front narrowly from Franklin Rivers, followed by Lawyer the inside. Franklin Rivers and Arena clear of Typhoon and Lawyer. Arena put his nose in front. Franklin Rivers is coming out on him, but Arena got there. Arena a nostril. Franklin Rivers 3rd. Lawyer followed by Odysseus, Typhoon, Strange, Prophet's Kiss, Room for a Slew, Mr. Bow, and then Air Affair. Followed on the inside, Maestro Maker, Huge Jet, Kingwin, and Conair was tailed right off. Oh boy, what an interesting finish that was. Arena's got there, number 6. He got carted wide in the run down the straight by Franklin Rivers, who's still a horse that has plenty to learn. But Arena, he boxed on too well. Stand by for numbers. And the result will be up in a moment. There it goes. Number 6, Arena, written by Larry Cassidy, has scored in the Gloaming Stakes, sponsored by Oxley Corporate Finance. Number 6, Arena, in New South Wales, 370 and 190. Number 9 is second, Franklin Rivers, ridden by R.S. Dye, $2. And number 13 has run third, Lawyer, ridden by C. Carmody, at $3.90. We'll have the 4th, 5th and 6th.
On the Super Tab, number 6, Arena, 392 even. 9, Franklin Waters, 180. 13, Lawyer, 380. The treble, 1, 9 and 6. 5,889.20.
That's a very good run. It's only 0.35 outside Run Straight Run's race record that was established back here in September of 1988. And the sectional time was 36.50. The 9 and 6 extra double here in New South Wales has paid $400.70. Arena by Dane Hill from Lee's Bed. Well, they don't come much better, do they, as far as breeding is concerned. Bred by the Woodland stud who own this colt, trained of course by John Hawkes and ridden by Larry Cassidy. Franklin Rivers second, a Scenic youngster, a bay gelding 3 from Hula Princess, John Morris, Shane Dye. And third going to 13 Lawyer, a Wajib colt, a 3-year-old bay out of Resound Lady, Clary Qantas, Craig Carmody. Now for the Superfecta, 5 Odysseus battled on for 4th, 8 Typhoon 5th, and 11 Strange ran 6th. 6, 9, 13, 5, 8 and 11. And here's the winner, Arena, returning to the enclosure, ridden by Larry Cassidy. So 2 of Australia's great riders fighting out a tooth and nail duel over the latter stages, with Arena winning by a head with 1 3/4 lengths separating second and third.
A race for Victoria.
Feehan off and running. Came out in a good line. Lavolta, one of the first to break the line, but Kiwi Hero and Willoughby are going forward shortly after the start, and Rembetic is starting to push forward. Over on the inside is Bolter when they settle down. Kiwi Hero gets to the front, although Rembetic has got up on the inside of it from Willoughby. And Lavolta the middle on the inside. Bolter further back, Brave Prince and Saboom, and 2 then to Aerosmith, and 2 last of all, Doremus. Around the turn at the 12.50 now, Rembetic kept the fence outside at Kiwi Hero, about a half in front, now about to get to the rail. And down the back end, Kiwi Hero took over, went 2 lengths in front of Rembetic, 1 Willoughby, 2 further back Bolter. Lavolta outside at 5th, and out 3 deep is Sir Boom, 2 to Brave Prince and Aerosmith, and 2 last of all, Doremus. At the 900-metre mark in the Feehan, and the leader is Kiwi Hero. 3/4 Rembetic, 2 then to Willoughby. Everything's panned out for him at the moment. He's got up to third with a nice run. Outside him, Sir Boom, and Bolter back inside him. A length then Lavolta on the outside of it, Aerosmith, 1 Brave Prince and Doremus, about 5 or 6 off them. Coming down the side of the 650-metre mark, and Rembetic is putting pressure on Kiwi Hero. 1 to Willoughby, and Sir Boom is tracking deep. A length further back then came Bolter. Outside it, Lavolta and Aerosmith. Further back in the race, Brave Prince and Doremus last of all. Rembetic in front, but Willoughby strode to it easily. Up at the 450-metre mark, 1 Sir Boom hard ridden. Then Aerosmith around Lavolta from Bolter, and then Doremus. Willoughby hit the front, the Western Australian on the turn from Rembetic. Aerosmith running on from Sir Boom, and then Lavolta and Doremus. Willoughby at the 200-metre mark. He nurses at a length in front. Aerosmith coming after him now. Aerosmith after Willoughby. They've got up between them. Aerosmith finishing hard. Gets up to Willoughby, who fights back. Aerosmith in front from Willoughby and Doremus. Aerosmith wins at a half neck on the line to Willoughby. Third, Doremus out deep. Lavolta 4th. Then further back, Sir Boom from Brave Prince. Rembetic, Bolter, and tailed off. Well back behind them is Kiwi Hero.
And number 5, Aerosmith at 8.20 and 2.10. 2 Willoughby, 1.30. 1 Doremus, 2.70.
On Super Tab, number 5, Aerosmith, 8.10 2.